Uh, oh, okay. Thank you for the recording. To continuously update the overall Wikimedia on the happenings in Uganda here locally. We are mostly writers. We are also we are so diverse we are so interested in writing and reading, and people have so many ideas to share, as eventually Brian Baluku, my colleague, will share with us. But the feminism group in Uganda has our mandate is to represent content related to women mostly, in line with the global Wikimedia movement that is very, persistent about having gender balance in the Wikimedia space. So for this year, our theme is celebrating women in the arts and bridging the gender gap on Wikimedia. So we would like to encourage more women to participate, to contribute on the Wikimedia pages, share your thoughts, the learnings, the culture, everything to do with women here locally in Uganda. So the Art and Feminism for 2024 aims to sorry, someone I think is trying to speak. The Art and Feminism for the year 2024 in Uganda aims to address all the gaps relating to women representation. We would like to this year to empower more women to be able to create, to edit, to showcase stories that celebrate women's resilience in the arts. So we would like to do this through the collaborative contributions on the different Wikimedia platforms. And also we aim to enhance gender equity generally, and to amplify, of course, women's voices, and to promote an inclusive knowledge base. So for this particular editathon, we would like to, it's more of a training or a workshop where we are going to share more knowledge on how women, especially women in the art space, how more poets, how more writers can, create and showcase their stories on the Wikimedia space. But we would like them also to, use their skills to confidently contribute to the and safely to the digital spaces that we have. So this meeting it's a learning platform. It's, today we are happy to learn. As before my colleague Brian, who is taking lead on this, comes on, I would like to again welcome you to the event, and I hope we shall exchange ideas and share knowledge and learn something, take away something today. And the participants at the end of it all should be able to confidently get on the meta pages and contribute to the Wikimedia movement. On that note, I should like to invite Mr. Baluku Brian to take us to the next item on today's menu. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much,
Over
Julie.
to you, Brian.
Thank you so much. Hope you can hear me.
Yeah, clearly.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. So thank you, Julie, for the opening remarks. My name is Brian. I'm a Wikimedian. I volunteer with Wikimedia Community User Group Uganda. And also I work as an ICT officer within a financial institution that is located within Western Uganda. Today's agenda is pretty simple. We had opening introductions and opening remarks. So also briefing about the campaign, what Art plus Feminism is about. We shall have a Wikidata training by Sharon Atiang. Then we move on to Wikimedia Commons by Chris. Then we shall also go for Wikipedia. we shall share also some of the resources that can help you to improve your editing, and also the link to the WhatsApp group. We shall also have a Q&A session where you're going to you're going to ask the presenters most of their questions. So the first two items on the agenda, the opening remarks, first three items, introductions, opening remarks, and also briefing us about the campaign. Then the next one is going to be sharing the pages. Let me share my screen here. Let me share my screen here so that we are able to Julie, confirm whether you can see my screen.
Yeah.
Yes, it's we can see it very clearly.
Okay, thank you so much. So this is going to be we have two campaign posters that are going to be shared within the WhatsApp group. So we request that you share the campaign with us. The poster on your social media handles and also the various WhatsApp statuses, so that we create more awareness to the different groups out there so that they can join this campaign. So to enlighten more about this campaign, so we have what we call a meta page. This is where we usually document most of the details about the project. So if you want to read more about the project, the link is going to be shared within the chat, both on WhatsApp and also here on Zoom, so that you read more about the campaign. So what we are planning still to supplement on Julie's remarks. So we are going to have an editathon, which is today, that we are going to show you how to edit the different wikis. Then also shall have a workshop and training that will be coming. Also, we are going to be sharing some of the resources. So still you'll find the important timelines. So today we are opening up the virtual editathon, and it is going to be running from the 9th, which is today, up to the 20th. That's when the dashboard is going to stop tracking your edits, so that we determine who has contributed more, and we end up giving out some of the prizes or presents for the top contributors. So our main focus will be on Wikipedia, that is contributing on the English Wikipedia and also on the Uganda Wikipedia. Still, we shall be welcoming some of the contributions to Wikidata and also uploading the media files to Media Commons, as it will be informed by our trainers today. So have Wikidata, then you have Media Commons. Then also we shall have on the 23rd, that's when the workshop will be happening. More details will be coming up. Then the media files, some of the poems and essays that were submitted by those people who participated in the storytelling. Also, there shall be a publication that will be made. So all those files will be categorized in other projects. So why are we doing this project? You're going to find it here, participation. How do you participate? So still, you're going to find that you're creating Wikipedia articles, Wikidata, and also uploading files to Media Commons. So we are going to be using this category to categorize our images, as we are going to be taught. And the important link is going to be here, joining the tracking dashboard. So if you're going to be participating in this particular campaign, you're going to be required to join this dashboard, so that we'll be able to track what edits you've made and what other contributions. Some people have joined here, but in case you haven't joined, please, you do join the dashboard so that you'll be able to track. And to those who don't have also Wikimedia accounts, still you can create one. Maybe a simple overview. Still, you can come to Wikipedia. Then, apologies, let me first log out. Let me go back to the Wikipedia. You can go to wikipedia.org. Then you come to create an account. To create an account, you enter your username. It is not necessarily supposed to be your username. I mean, your personal name. On your national ID, it can be something that you want to use that can identify you. Then also you enter your password here, confirm. So you enter your email address here. Then also you enter this captcha here, then you create your account. So after creating it, then you'll click on the link to the dashboard and you'll be able to join and start contributing while we are tracking edits. So to those who don't have accounts, it's really important that you first create the media accounts. Even though we can edit the different wikis without an account, but for purposes of tracking your edits, it's really important to create that account. I'm going to share these links within the chat. So that one told, we are going to have a session about Wikidata, and it is going to be coming from Sharon Atian. So the main emphasis, since we are talking about art and feminism, so we can talk about people within the arts industry or creative industry, poets, painters, photographers, fashion designers, among other people. So Sharon, are you on?
Yes, Brian, I'm on.
Okay, I'm going to stop sharing my screen so that you can access it and you begin your presentation right away. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brian. Let me just share my screen. Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. Julie said I gave a very short introduction of myself. Yeah, but I'm a Wikimedian and I have participated in a couple of Wikimedia Foundation projects that has really contributed so much in my life. And I just want to also share with you guys today on how to contribute to Wikidata, as Brian mentioned. Just confirm that you all can hear me. Maybe with an emoji.
Perfect.
Yes, Sharon, you're audible.
Yeah, okay. The first thing is you going to the wikidata.org, just like Brian mentioned, going to wikipedia.org. You just have to go to your browser and you type wikidata.org, and then you take you straight away to the page of Wikidata. Brian mentioned that you have to have an account, Wikipedia account, for you to access Wikidata. And I think I'm not going to take us through that. Brian already demonstrated. If you go here, make sure that you are logged in before you even start contributing, because if you're not logged in, your contribution is not going to be, looked at. So when you should know that is this search bar is where you're going to enter the details of the person you want to, or maybe the item you want to contribute to. So contributing to Wikidata requires you to have something you want to write about. But particularly for this campaign, that is art and feminism, you have to write something related to women or a woman in the artistry or maybe the art sector. It could be in the poetry, music, designs, and all that. So if you've identified something you want to write about, that is dubbed an item. An item could be a name of the person, or maybe an organization related to art or design or music. I just want someone to give us a name of a female musician or a poet they know of, and then we start off from there. Someone to suggest a name. Don't use the usuals, the Shibas, the famous artists like musicians
Angelique Kidjo.
are already there.
Angelique Kidjo.
Angelique. What's the spelling?
A-N-G.
A-N-G.
E-L-I-Q-U.
Ugandan.
No, she's
L-I.
not. Q-U.
I think,
Angelique, sorry, Q-U-E.
I think, can you suggest like a Ugandan?
I'm trying to find the really old ones. Mariam Ndagire.
Mariam. It's with double R, right?
I think it's single R. I am not so certain.
The supply must be in Uganda.
Okay. She already
Exactly. Oh, she's
exists.
there.
Why do we,
Yeah.
she exists? So why do we have to enter the item here for us to know if it really exists or not? So if it exists, it's going to come here. So that means you can't create a new item about it, but you could just click here and then you go and edit some, you just read through the details or maybe the statements written about the particular item and then you just edit, but you can't create a new item about it. I read about one poet called Lillian. I think we can write about her. She's called Lillian Akampurira. Aujo. Type here and then in the search page does show. That means if it says no match was found, it means there's no item with this particular name. But still you need to click to search to search about it just to confirm. So it will appear here that there are no results matching the query. So you can create a new item. Then you just click create. So when you click, you're going to see these details, the language. You can choose the language to use to create about the item. You can choose, there are several of the languages here, but I think for this case, we will use EN, which is a representative of English. And then the label is just the name of the item you want to write. If you want to write about a music industry, what is the name of that music industry? If you want to write about a name of a poet, what is the name of that poet? In this case, Lillian. And then you come to description. Description is just like you giving a brief, a brief of the label or a brief of the item you're writing. And then aliases, it's just any other name of the item you are writing about. The usual is Bobby Wine. We know Bobby Wine is another name of Robert Chagulanyi. So you can write his name as the label as Robert Chagulanyi, then his other name as Bobby Wine. That is just an example. But for this case, I don't think we have that for Lillian. So before you even go ahead to write about Lillian, you must have a source, that confirm, like a viable source that confirm that Lillian is a poet, or maybe what you want to write about. You just go to your browser. And then you try to search about her. Make sure that your source is viable and, credible. And what is written about her is maybe the source of her information could be a notable media. It could be from New Vision or maybe a notable music industry. For this case, we have seen she has been written by Afro women poetry. I think we can, rely on this source. There's also Wikipedia, Lillian Aujo. Oh yeah, Wikipedia has also written about her, but now Wikipedia did not include her other name of Akampurira. So I think we would choose to use the source of afrowomenpoetry.net. And then you just try to get the details of what has been written about her. But if you fail to get, you can still go to I think we can also rely on this source, kind of give like a clear details of who she is. So yes, this gives a description of who she is. It says that she's a poet and a fiction writer from Uganda. So we can rely on this. And then you go back to the wiki data, and then you just give a small description of him. From here, it said that she is a poet. Simply, you just come and write here that she is a poet. A short description of her, just that, and then you create your item. Now, after creating the item, you're going to see something written, statements. And what are the statements? Statements are like the information you know about the item that you want to write on Wikidata. Statements could be about her country, it could be about date of birth, her gender, sex, her occupation, and all that. So you just come and click here, add statement, what you want to write. The first thing that is going to appear is something called instant of. And what is instant of? Instant of is an attribute that can be used to describe a data. And the first thing that usually appear if you click instant of, like you can choose like instant of human. Definitely, automatically you're writing about a human being. You're not writing about an animal, you're not writing about a lake or something like that, or a human settlement. So definitely you are writing about a human being, and then you just click, then you publish. And then you go on adding more statements about automatically again. I don't know why it automatically comes, but of course it's going to ask you about the sex and gender of the item you're writing, or maybe the label you're writing about. In this case, we know Lillian is a female. And then you just come here, you click female. Wikidata is just like a structured summary of Wikipedia. You know how Wikipedia, you write a lot of information, you know, but Wikidata is just like a summarized, yeah. And then the next statement that is going to come, you can choose to go with a statement you want to write about. If you know her occupation, you can click it. If you don't know, just ignore it. If you know her given name, date of birth, and all that, you can. For this case, we can click with occupation, and we know that she's a poet. She's not a politician. She's not a writer. Maybe she's a writer, but we will also find out from the searches. But in this case, she's a poet. Then you just type poet. Poet is someone who writes a poetry. Yes. Poetry, no. And then you just click. One thing I forgot to tell us is that while writing Wikidata, just like Wikipedia, there has to be something called reference. I know most of us are familiar with references. And what are references? References are backup, something that shows that, yes, the person you're writing about is notable and is not just like your friend or something like that. So for you to add references, I think we're going to go to references after. Then the next thing you can do is given name. We know her given name, and then you just click. Given name is Lillian. Then it's going to give you options here. Which Lillian are you meaning? Is it Lillian, a female given name? Lillian or family name? Lillian, of course, I think this is where it ends. Automatically, we are going for Lillian is a female given name, and then you publish. It will go on like that. I don't know if I should continue, if we have enough time, to add on to the statements. Then country of citizenship, of course, from the name, she's a Ugandan. Then you just type Uganda. Uganda country in East Central Africa. Yes. And then from the date of birth, for the date of birth, as I mentioned earlier, you can choose the statements you want to. Of course, in this case, you cannot choose date of death because I don't think she's dead. But if you're writing about someone who is a deceased, you can choose to write about date of birth. If you know the languages she speaks, you can choose to write about them. But even if you don't know, you can get all these details from the websites you read about her. If you don't have the actually, you don't even have to have, even if you have a first-hand information about someone, still there should be a confirmation about this information or details you know about her. But here it says that she's a poet. Of course, you already mentioned her occupation. She's from Uganda. Actually, yeah, she's also a writer. We can add on to that. And if someone has like two occupation, how do you add the other second occupation of the person or the item you're writing about? You can just come here and click add value. Adding value, you like adding another description of her occupation. And then we read from the website that she's also a writer. And then you come click, she's a writer. And then you publish. I hope you all are understanding. I wanted to take us through the segment of something that we don't know, place of birth. If you don't know that place of birth, yes, you can come read about it here. If it's not mentioned here, you can go to other websites that talk about her date of birth. If you get it, and then you enter it. But if you don't get it, it's okay. Yeah. And then how do we add references? For you to add a reference is like a backup to the information you've given, like shows that she's actually, her given name, for instance, is Lillian. You just click add reference. Mostly we use the URL. And how do you get the URL? The URL is here. You just come and click here, you copy. You copy the URL. And then you paste it here. Paste and then publish. Yes, I'm not going to do all these other ones, but that's how you add a reference. And then with statements, you just go on, you add on the information or maybe the data you know about the item you're writing about, place of birth, name, family name, and others. Yeah, that's briefly how we contribute to it. Data. It's the simplest project under the Wikimedia Foundation that someone can participate in, unlike Wikipedia that involves a lot of writings and all that. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Sharon. I don't know whether we have any questions for Sharon. Someone can send it in the chat. Yeah, so I have received 3 questions here. One of us is saying that their account, they have received a notification that your IP address has been blocked. And another one, excuse me. What if people have same names? And also another question is, why should we create wiki data? So the first question, the one of blocking the IP address. Yeah, so when you're editing Wikipedia, you're not supposed to be having your VPN on because they usually, they track the IP address that you're using if you're not logged in. Let me share my screen again. Oh, sorry. I share my minute. So basically, you're supposed to first turn on your VPN when you're going to edit, whether you're editing Wikipedia, whether you're editing Wikidata, whether you're editing with Media Commons. So it means that if you're on, then most likely you're going to be losing the VPN bit. Like you got most of some sites like Facebook find that you're going to be needing your VPN. But when you're editing Wikidata, MetaWiki, they're going to first prompt you to turn off that VPN of yours. Then secondly, sometimes you find that some internet service providers, they have, or maybe you're using the company Wi-Fi, or you're using some other maybe internet channel where it has a VPN. So if it displays for you that IP address, you might be required to either switch. Say, for example, we usually have that issue with the people who are using Leica. So in case it displays that IP address has been blocked, please, you can first switch to MTN or you switch to Airtel. And also they usually give reasons why. When they give you that pop-up, they usually give some description there why they are blocking your IP address. So that one is very important. Turn off the VPN, and also you try to switch from one internet service provider. If you've been using Leica, you first switch to MTN or you first switch to Airtel, and you see some of the organizations, they block external sites or something like that. They add additional layers of security, such as VPN. You might not know that the VPN is on, but it will be enabled on the side of your internet, your organizational Wi-Fi. Then another question is, why should we create Wikidata? So Wikidata is, in short, I can say that Wikidata in short is the summary of Wikipedia, but it's a collection, say, of structured data. So you'll find that it's as if it is summarizing Wikipedia itself. So let us use an example here. So I'm not logged in. I'm going to click on login. But it prompts me to save it. Oh, sorry. So let me first log in here. So there's some information about here. So I want to address why should we create Wikidata? So I want to open here an article about Uganda, our country, and also come to say Wikidata here. We search for Uganda. So you're going to find that our Uganda here has lots of information. So when did it get independence, when the pre-colonial times, and also even there is, on the left, there is always this type of contents that can guide you. What is the lakes and rivers, cultures, and even probably the presidents are listed somewhere. So seeing, regime. And so when you come to Wikidata here, it is as if it is a summary. It is a collection of structured data. We're going to find, say, Uganda is coming. Then we have statements. It is an instance of a state. It is a republic. It is a landlocked country. Then when you move down, it is part of East Africa. Then it got its independence in 1962. So when you come here, you're going to find that when you read through, you will see the presidents are there, and all that. So official name, native level. So for you, the pronunciations. So basically, Wikidata is a collection of structured data. So when you're creating Wikidata, it is a knowledge base. It is even linking it to other databases. But let me choose for you here. So we are saying that Wikidata is free. So any person can copy, modify, distribute, and perform that even on commercial purposes. So it is collaborative. So from the item that Sharon is from creating, you can still go there and you add more items. So it is multilingual. Then you can still search in multiple languages. Yeah, so the reason why we are creating Wikidata, it is Wikidata helps us to answer some complex questions on say Google. So it is on Google. You can search some questions. How many lakes are in Uganda, or how many lakes are maybe were created in this? So literally, that is what Wikidata is. Then, what if people have some names? So I'm going to share this introduction, so that you read more about Wikidata, and also you can check within these blue links. Also, you get more information. So someone has asked that what if people have the same names? So we have Uganda here. So let me search for Uganda. So I'm going to find that for us, we know our Uganda as a country, but most likely there are different meanings of Uganda at large. So there is Uganda here, which is a country in East Africa. So still when you scroll down, you're going to see there is Uganda, which is a genus of insects. Let me open them in a new tab. And also there is another Uganda, which is a village somewhere. And also there is another Uganda in, I saw some other Uganda somewhere. There is also, not that. There's also a painting. So we're going to find there is this Uganda, and they're giving us, this one does not have a description. It is a genus of insects, which is here, but for us, we know it as a country. And also there is also a village in Indonesia. There's also a painting. So how do we separate these two items? So there is what we call a Chu ID or Chu number. So you're going to hear it a lot in Wikidata. So this number that is attached to the label, this Uganda is called a label, then this one is called a Chu ID. And whenever you're creating a new item, it is going to be created to you automatically. That is a number that uniquely identifies each item. So when you look at this one, it is ending with, say, 87. When you come to the next one, it is ending with 50. So it is going to be unique. That's how they determine the difference within the labels. So meaning if you're to create, say, another Uganda, it is very important to add this description. Let's see here. So even when you search for our Uganda as a country, so one of the reasons, one of the ways is identifying the Chu ID, and also another reason is by looking at the description that is down here, country in East Africa. So when you're searching, type in, say, Uganda here. It's very important you pay keen attention to the words below that particular word. So there is the first one is country in East Africa, then also there is genus of insects, which is there. I don't know whether you have any other questions within the chat. But still, we shall be supporting within the WhatsApp group. In case you have a query, then you'll be posting it there or within the chat here, so that we can be supporting. So also, I don't know whether there is someone who has a challenge in creating an account before Chris comes in. Anyone? Or we are all good? Okay, so in case you get to a query, still you can be sending. Our next presenter is going to be Chris, and Chris is going to be talking about Wikimedia Commons, which is a repository where we upload the different files. Chris, are you ready?
Yes, Brian, I'm ready.
Okay, thank you. Let me stop sharing my screen. Let me stop. Okay, the floor is yours, Chris.
Okay, thank you, Brian. Thank you, Sharon, and thank you, everyone, for being attentive. Briefly to introduce, I'm actually Chris Bernard, and I'm here. We are going to talk about Wikimedia Commons. You may be wondering, we have talked about Wikidata, Wikimedia Commons. It is various platforms. Hey, someone confirm me for you can see my screen?
Yes, please.
Yes, Brian, we can see your screen clearly.
Wikimedia Commons is one of the projects under Wikimedia Foundation, which is an open access platform which can be built by everyone who has access to internet. These platforms are contributed to by volunteers who give their time and they contribute to this. Wikimedia Commons basically is someone is trying to speak.
Alex, could someone mute Alex, please?
Okay, Wikimedia Commons, it's a media file videos, audios, documents, and this information is visible for everyone. And in this project to Art and Feminism, it's really important for us to contribute to this project because of the various reasons. We are trying to preserve our art and feminism, could be the paintings, could be the poetry pieces, all information depending. This information can be preserved for a long period of time and it can be open to the public so that they can be able to see this along that time. Wikimedia Commons is also people contributed. The fact that it's a place accessible by everyone. So you sharing there, you uploading the content, which could be photos related to art and feminism, which could be videos related to this campaign. It can be audio files, it can be magazines, the various types of documents. You're trying to make them accessible by everyone. So for example, in Uganda, we have that different people who are involved in arts, different people who are doing trying to advocate for that feminism. However, the world might not be able to see them because we haven't done an effort to contribute to add their information to somewhere where everyone is free to see them. So today we are going to be able to know how can I upload my content which is related to art and feminism. I might be having a painting which I did and I have a good photo of this painting and I would wish the world to see it. However, maybe I can't upload it on my channel because of the smaller viewers. However, I'm here to let you know that there is Wikimedia Commons. It's an open platform containing different content of information and it is visible by everyone. I'll just move this in. How can I contribute to it? You can contribute images, could be illustration, uploading videos, depending on the different topics. And here we are specifically looking at art and feminism. Could be audio files, maybe it can be some poetry, but maybe you didn't get the chance to take a video, but you recorded the sound when that poetry was being recited. It's a platform to you for you to upload your information. So a quick one would be like, how can I contribute and what's the requirements? Basically, there is no requirement as long as the content you're uploading is taken by you and you are the owner of that content. That's the only requirement, because along the way you'll see what do I mean by I'm the owner, because Wikimedia Commons, although they allow free access to information and sharing, we also appreciate we need to give credit to the people who do this. That's why we encourage or we ask people to upload their own content, their own photos, which they took. It might be not necessarily my own photo, as in my personal photo of my face, but I mean the photo which is taken by you. You're the owner. You use your own digital device to take the photo. Could be a camera, could be a phone, and you have all the rights. So for you to be able to upload, you'll need an account. Why do I need an account? We want to ensure that at least people are given credit to what belongs to them. Like for example, if I'm the one who has uploaded that photo, people have to know that yes, it's me. And also, we are having this as a campaign. At the end of that day, we need to know, and the dashboard will be tracking to know who are the various people who contributed to the campaign. So if you contribute without logging in, it will really affect your contributions. We might be saying that person X joined the dashboard, but it didn't contribute anything. However, maybe you just comment. So a quick way, how can I log in? I will assume everyone has an account because Brian did a demo on how you can create an account. And also they shared the link in case you are still finding a challenge on how you can have an account. You can consult, you can ask in the chat and they'll be able to guide you. So if I have an account, I'll go to login. I'll log in my details. So my username, my password. And if you're interested, basically this is in case you're using a personal device, you can ask to be logged in for 1 year so that it can keep you logged in for almost 1 year. It doesn't need you to be logging in every time you're accessing the internet, but just access it and log in. Okay, so log in. After logging in, this is how the platform looks. We have, this is where you'll find your name. In case of any notification, it is, and also in case you want to know your contributions, you just come here on the list on the button for contributions, and you'll be able to see what content have you so far contributed. However, for today, our main emphasis is on how can I upload. So you'll go to uploads, and when you tap to uploads, we have what we call the upload lizard. We have what we call the, oh, sorry. I just, so let me just go back to the main page briefly. This is the main page. In case you're somewhere and you want to go back to the main page, you can just tap on this symbol. It will take you to the main page. And on the main page, here are some statistics. Over 110 million freely used media is available, and also we can still contribute to this and we make them more. Here is the picture of the day. Let me just share this link so that everyone can access and we see the same content. I'm sharing this in the chat for everyone who would wish to. So this is, we have the picture of the day, we have the monthly photo challenge. There is usually different challenges which moves on, and we have here an upload button. In case you have something and you're interested into uploading, could be a photo, could be a video, could be an audio, it can be an animation, a document, whatever you have and you feel the world should know about it. You come and tap to the upload button, and when you tap on it, it will take you to the upload wizard. Upload wizard, it's a step-by-step guidance which take you through how you can upload a photo. And you can, there are two different ways how you can upload a photo. You can upload one by just from your phone, or in case you can share images from Flickr. However, for today, we are going to talk more how can I share my image from my device. So you come to share media files, and when you tap on it, it will take you direct to your phone storage in case you're using a phone, or laptop storage in case you're using a laptop or a desktop like that. So I'll go to my desktop, and in my desktop, depending on what I want to share, I'm interested in sharing this. So I'll tap on it. Oh, no. And this is for demo purpose. Let me get another image I can use for demonstration. So I'll tap on this, and I'll go to my storage, depending on the storage I'm using. And for this case, I'm using the photo I want to share is on the desktop. After tapping on it, I'll be able to tap open. And when I tap on open, the photo will upload. And after uploading, you will see a green tick. You can add more photos depending on the number of photos you can share at once. You can upload at once around 50 media files. So in case I have one other photo I want to share or to upload, I'll just tap on add more photos like that. After uploading the photo of your interest, I've uploaded this one and it has shown me a green tick. Before continuing, you should ensure that all the photos you have uploaded, it has a green tick. Sometimes network might misbehave and you find out that your photos are refusing to upload. What you have to do is you have to try again to see that it can upload. So after you uploading, you tap on continue. And when you tap on continue, this is where it comes in that you have to really share that this is my own information. We have what we say, you're releasing rights. As I shared before, Wikimedia Commons is an open platform. So whatever you share here, you have to release your rights that it's open to be used by other people for depending on the purpose. So here they will ask you, we ask for this information to make sure everyone is allowed to freely use the file uploaded to Commons. I'm uploading my photo and I would wish everyone to use it. So what do? There are two options. This is my own work and anyone is free to use. assuming this work is by you and you're the one who took the photo, who made this content, and you have to declare that yes, it's mine. And in case the work you want to upload, it's someone else who did it, you are also free to declare that this work is for someone else who uploaded it and it is free to share. However, here they may need a written consent to confirm that this work is the owners allowed you to share. That's why, to avoid that, and in case you can't prove that the owners allowed you to share your content, your photo, your media file will be deleted. So if you reach here, the work is yours. You said this is my own work and anyone is free to use it. After that, they will still ask you to confirm. Is this entirely your own work? Or this work contains the work of others? Or this work was generated by AI? Currently, we are in an era where AI has created different videos. So you have to either declare, in case you use the AI, you have to declare. In case it is a work which you did as a combination with other people, you have also to declare. And assuming it's my own work, I'll come here and declare that this is entirely my own work. And if it's your own work, we have what we call copyright. On Wikimedia Commons, we have different licenses under which you can share your photo. And among these licenses, we have the Creative Commons CC01 waiver, where you release all rights and anyone is free to use this work in any way. So I upload my photo and I give it to the world. Everyone is free to use it in a way he wants. We also have Creative Commons Attribution 4.1. This one requires a person using the media to give appropriate credit. For example, I'm using a photo which has been uploaded by Mobiru Shafik. I will have to give him a credit that this photo was uploaded by this one. We also have Creative Commons Attribution Share Alike 4.0. This requires a person who's using the photo to give appropriate credit. And also it asks the person who's sharing that photo to share under the same license. What do I mean? I've given you something for free. Yes, if you're giving out, you should also give it for free. That's what we mean, we share alike. If I give you for free, yes, you take it, give me credit. And also when you're sharing, yes, you're going to share it for free. You don't have to ask someone for money. So depending on the license you're interested in using, yes, I'll link. For now, we shall go with Creative Commons so that in case someone is using this photo, it's the great photos that they can credit you. You did a great work and you need to be credited. That's why I'll encourage the use of Creative Commons attribution share alike, so that even when the person is sharing it, or we can also use Creative Commons CC01. That's in case you want it to be used by anyone, anyhow. However, it's advisable they use Creative Commons Attribution Share Alike for this one. So from there, they will they require, please select the option that best describes the purpose of this work. So you're sharing something to the world. However, we need to know, what's your aim of sharing? Is it because this work provides information, could be knowledge, instruction, or information to others? And in case you're uploading, maybe it could be a personal photo. It could be something of your family, or you're self-promoting. You also have to declare that when you're uploading. what happens when you don't declare or you longer declare your content, your media will be deleted at the end of that day, and never know there are different punishments for foregoing the laws. So you might be suspended for some period of time. That means by blocking you, or you might be indefinitely blocked, depending on what you have done and the consequences of it. So for now, this work provides knowledge, instruction, and information to other. As you can see, I'm uploading something which is about the Art and Feminism campaign. So this is an information which other people might be interested to know. Then from there, I go to next. As I've told you, this is an upload wizard. It's a step by step that can help you to upload. So when you reach this type, you have to describe what you are uploading to help other people be able to know this information. For example, this is an artwork for Art and Feminism online editathon. So my title would be Hi, Brian.
Yes, Chris. Yes, Chris.
Is my screen still visible?
No, I'm not seeing it.
Let me try sharing.
Okay, members, you can keep questions coming in the chats. I'll be following them and noting them somewhere. So that
How about
Chris can
now?
answer. It's showing me that it is coming.
Okay. Okay. So when you're after you uploading your photo, you really need to describe it so that the people outside can know what you have uploaded. And for example, this one is an artwork, so I'll just say Art and Feminism. Feminism. That's what I've chose to call it. And from there you can caption it. What's the caption? Someone inline description of what the title is about. What's the photo about? Try and say Art and
Hi, Chris. If we are losing you a bit, I think there is some noise in your background and your audio is a bit low. If you could help us adjust that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for that feedback. Let me try adjusting. Okay. So my caption, I'll just say Art and Feminism poster for an online for a virtual editathon. So that someone, in case he see the title, he can also follow up on that. These are the caption, and they know more about the poster. However, I would encourage when you're writing a description or a caption, in case something is an activity which is an ongoing, it's always advisable you try to show the location where is that activity is ongoing, what is ongoing, when, and how. That's the best way you can caption your photo, like when, where, why, and how. Such scenario, you use that W and H to help you caption it. For example, if this was an activity, I would talk about the location of the activity. Where is it happening? What is happening? When was it happening? It is so that someone can get a clear overview about what's happening in the photo. And this can also help you to ensure that your photo is highly visible and maybe So from there, you have to include that date work was created or published. When you take a photo by yourself, this information is usually generated when you upload this photo. However, this one is not a photo taken by, this is a photo created using Canva. So basically, you have to input this information manually. However, assuming this photo was taken by me, this information will be automatically captured like that. Then there is also additional information. This additional information is just to help you to ensure that your work is more discoverable. For example, in this photo, it happens that it's an editathon. However, so the main subject, what's the main subject in your work? And also current the category. Which category is your work? This is a campaign which is running, and we are using a specific category in this campaign. So when you're uploading your photos, ensure that you include the category. And for this campaign, the category is Art and Feminism 2024 in Uganda. Also, you put in mind that it is case sensitive. If you miss out something, it might not pop up because of the sensitivity. So the category is Art and Feminism 2024 in Uganda. This helps us to be able to discover your contributions easily, discover your contributions, and also to know who are the people contributing to this specific campaign. That's why we use the category to help distinguish this work. We also have location. These are usually optional, but in case the photo or the content is taken by you, this information usually pops up automatically. You don't need to add it. For location, in case you take a photo, there is an option for you to add on location so that the photos you take, the location is captured. And if you include that option, this part will be captured automatically. There is also other information which you can include. And after doing this, filling the details, you're going to publish your article. You tap on publish, and your media will be published. I'll stop here and welcome some questions. For this specific one, I won't publish it because it wasn't created by me and I don't have the rights. Yes, Brian, I'm welcoming any question on how you can, in case someone has found any difficulty along the way concerning contributing to Wikimedia Commons by uploading content.
Thank you so much, Chris, for your presentation. So we have some questions here. One is, what types of files can I upload to Wikimedia Commons? That is the first one. Then the second one is, can I download images from social media and websites and upload them to Wikimedia Commons? And then the third one is, do I have to create another account to contribute to Wikimedia Commons after creating the one of Wikidata? Those are the three questions, Chris.
Okay. Thank you for that. Maybe I'll ask you to help me with the first question. However, let me start with the third one.
Okay, the first one is, what types of files can I upload to Wikimedia Commons?
Yes, Brian, I'll ask you, you can respond to that one. I'll be responding to question 2 and 3. I can respond them, then you can come in later. So
Okay.
can I download a photo from social media as I've shared? We usually upload content which is, okay, let me use photos which are taken by you yourself, where you have the rights for this photo. Any information which is shared via social media, in case you may be the one who has taken a photo, but you share it via social media, and before you know it, you haven't uploaded it on Wikimedia Commons, and before you know it, you want to upload it after sharing it on social media. You choose to download it from there, and you upload. The answer is no. We don't upload photos from social media, and we upload them on Wikimedia Commons. And the question will be, why can't I do it? When you upload any content on social media, basically media content, they usually delete off what we call the metadata. Metadata is details about the photo. This metadata could include, let me just show you an example of metadata.
Chris? Chris, I can't hear you. Chris, you're muted. You unmuted.
Oh, sorry, I've been.
You're
So
muted.
you can't share any photo from social media to Wikimedia Commons. Basically, in case you're uploading a photo, you have to first upload it, then you can proceed to sharing it on any various social media. Why? Social media, when you upload a photo on social media, it will delete some details. Basically, for security purposes, some information is deleted, which is important for someone to know, to verify that that photo was taken by you. I'll give an example. This is a photo which was taken by Geoffrey. We are happy he's here. And this is a photo. He uploaded it on Wikimedia Commons. It's a Kidepo Valley National Park. And if you look at this photo, yes, you can easily tell this is Kidepo. And in his caption, he captioned it landscape in Kidepo National Park. And here is some good description. He tried to describe the photo so that everyone can be able to understand that this is a landscape in Kidepo Valley National Park, which is a blend of large mountains, expansive plains, etc. etc. And this is the information, some of the information you can capture from this photo. It was taken on this day, 23rd June at this time. This information was not added by Geoffrey, but when he was uploading this information, this is some of what you call the metadata details, was captured on uploading. And he shared this file under Creative Commons Attribution alike 4.0 so that you're free to share this same information. You can remix, attribute it, and you also share. And this information was shared under the category Wikilabs 2023. So this is the metadata details about the photo, which can easily clarify that this photo was taken by Geoffrey. The metadata used the camera manufactured by Google Pixels, etc. etc. Those are the details which I say that these are called Wikidata. And if you upload your photo on social media and you download it, or you download any photo on social media, such information which are called metadata can't be found. This information can't be found because social media companies choose to delete off this information. And if you continue to do it, your content will be deleted. You might be blocked, or you might be blocked temporarily, or you might be blocked indefinitely. So to prevent such scenarios from happening, please upload your own content. I'll move to the third question where someone asked if do I have to create an account when I want to contribute to Wikimedia Commons? Basically, the answer is no. If you have an account on Wikipedia, your username and login details can allow you access almost all the Wikimedia project platforms, which include the Wikipedia, Wikimedia Commons, Wikidata, among others. You don't need to be creating account every time. You just need to log in. Over to you, Brian, to talk about the type of files.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Chris. I think you can stop sharing your screen so that I'll be able to share. I'm seeing we are left with a few minutes to clock 4 so that I can answer the questions. So on the different wikis, there are always guides or helpful information. Chris, okay, my screen is there. So there's always what you can upload. So when you come to, this is the main page of Wikimedia Commons. The link was shared within the WhatsApp group. So there's images, there are videos, sounds, and 3D models. So still when you say, for example, you want to get an example, you have to upload, to check what kind of files that have really been uploaded in these different categories. So you can upload audios, but they have specific formats that you're going to be uploading in. There is a .ogg. They usually show extensions. So meaning when you're going to upload an audio, say, for example, someone is reciting a poem or is reciting, maybe it is a music you decided to record, maybe your audio or something else. You will need to first convert it to .ogg. That is the file, but you can upload the different audios that can be added here. Then the second one, still you can upload videos. Yeah, so you can upload videos that can be added here. So there are different videos that you can upload, but still the videos also, they'll need to be converted to WebM. So there are certain tools that you can use. There's, for example, Handbrake, a tool called Handbrake that you can use so that you use it to convert from, say, .mov, .mp4, you upload. Then also images. So images, you can upload .jpg, you can upload PNG, you can upload SVG, and other formats that can be accepted. Then I'm just choosing an example here. You're going to see, just choosing randomly to see the example files that can upload. So this one is .jpg that has been uploaded to Wikimedia Commons. Then also we have 3D models. So for example, different people are working with those files. So we are looking at an example that can be uploaded. So these are some. The file extension is .slt. So this is like the 3D model. Some people choose to upload their creative work here. I don't know what STL file is for which software to use. So then also we can upload PDFs. If just searching here, the PDF, can upload PDFs. So basically Wikimedia Commons is for different files that you can put. Like you might choose to create your own PDF so that you upload it somewhere. So this is an image. So those are some of the files So you find that those are some of the files. You upload JPG, you upload PDFs, you upload the SVGs and different media files that we can use. Yeah, so downloading images from websites and also social media, that one Chris has handled it. But still you might find you use an image. I mean, you use your phone to take an image and you share it via WhatsApp. So you're going to find that WhatsApp is going to delete off the metadata. So it's better if you've used, say, Brand's phone, it's better you upload those images. You log in to your Wikimedia Commons account and you upload those images using that phone, or you share those images, say, via, say, Google Drive or Google Photos somewhere, so that you retain that particular metadata. If that metadata is not found on, it might be, not might, but it will be deleted from Wikimedia Commons. It can take a day, it can take a month, it can take 2 years, but still it will be deleted. There are always those admins and bots that are always going to be deleting that information. So we have another question that came in. Hashtags for social media. So if you want to tweet about this event, then you can use, we have one, I think, two for the user group, which is Wikimedia Uganda, which is Wikimedia. Then let me type it here. We have hashtag Wikimedia Uganda. Then also you can choose to use Wiki Uganda. Then also you can use Art and Feminism. Sorry. It is Art plus Feminism. Then Uganda. So those are the hashtags you can use to put on social media. Then we have other questions. We have what qualifies as an item to be written on Wikidata. So basically, if you come to the meta page here, so I'm answering the question, what should we write about on Wikidata? So we are saying that participants have information translated. So meaning we are going to be writing articles on Wikipedia and also translating them, but about what? So we are here, we are saying that we are documenting women's remarkable achievements, contributions in the art industry who are using poetry. So meaning we can write about poets, then music, musicians, then people are using writers. Those are some of the writers, but keep in consideration or remember that we are writing about feminist writers. So meaning these writers who are writing about feminism, say the poets who are using their poems to fight, or maybe fight for gender equality or spread like gospel feminism. Then also comics, people who are drawing comics, so we know artists. And so for example, you put the Aspire, Aspire, then people, also we are writing about painters. So these are people. Also, you might find that there is a certain painting, maybe it is about feminism. So still, if it is within Uganda, then also you can. Then also some of the photographers, you might find, say we have photojournalists, or I don't know whether they have photo feminists, that one I'm not so sure. Also videographers, you find that someone is making stories about feminism, but this person still can be written about. And on Wikidata, literally you can create very many things. You can create. So you find that we have different topics we can write about Wikidata. So you can write about paintings, you can write about people, you can write about schools, you can write about literally anything. It is a knowledge base where you can write about different topics. So for example, here, let me look for Budo. It's a secondary school. I don't know, let me just search it. So let me look for secondary, yeah, King's College Budo. So it is appearing here. So still, if there is, we saw that there is a painting called Uganda somewhere. So still you can write about that. So here you can write about people, you can write about maybe institutions that are say, promoting, say, feminism. We are mixing art. That question, I believe it has answered. It has been answered. Then also to handle some other questions. Are we working on only Ugandan individuals, and is there a specific list we must pick from. Now, we don't have a specific list, but still you can, so for example, come on Google, you search for Ugandan painters. So you're going to find that going to give you some of these painters here. So do we have, say, for example, Emma Kato? But remember, that's supposed to be feminist. I don't know how you're going to clarify that. So you're going to look for Emma Kato. We have this Emma Kato somewhere. So he's a Ugandan painter. So it has already been written about. So that means you come and look for another particular person, say maybe Muhammadi Chiemba. Next. So still you can search for this person here. Sorry. So that's for Muhammad. So he's a Ugandan contemporary artist. So still this one has been written about. So another thing is most of the musicians, they are known as Ugandan artists. So are we writing about musicians or are we writing about artists? So that one will depend up to you, but you want people who, painters, artists, maybe sculptors, so something like that. Then someone asked a question, Ms. Pamlav, are we gathering this information into Wikidata to create accessible database for women in the art industry? What is the purpose for this? Or perhaps I need comprehensive info about this. Yes, still on Wikidata, we have what we call Wikidata query service. So it can enable you to pull some of the information from, say, the different, if you want to know, say, for example, the artists. So we are collecting all this information so that some people can be able to pull it. So maybe let me do an introduction. So I'm going to use, this is the Wikidata query service. It enables to pick, say, for example, all the poets in Uganda. So how do we get that? So we're going to come, I'm using the query builder. This is like the way it enables you to structure some of the information. So I want to search, say, for instance of human. I want people, that's what I'm looking for. And I'm going to add another condition there. And these people are supposed to be, let me choose for the occupation. They're supposed to be poets. And I want these people to be coming, say, from Uganda, meaning let me choose country of citizenship. And I want that country to be Uganda. So literally, these are my conditions. I want people who are poets and are from Uganda. So sometimes you find that when you're creating this data, some people are not adding their country of citizenship, but you find they're adding their country. So we need to add there also Uganda. So then I come here, I'm limiting my results, say, to 100 people. Then I run this particular query. So Wikidata is supposed to generate for me a list of those people. Yeah, so it is not showing me here any query. Let me first remove one of the parameters. I see. Yeah, so it has pulled for me these artists here. I mean poets. So we see Lilian Awucho here. So it is showing me that this person is human. That is the first condition I put there. And also is a poet from Uganda. So that's how Wikidata. So still you can choose to, let me open it in Wikidata query service. So this is how, if you know how to write codes, this is how it appears. But I prefer to use this Wikidata query so that it builds for me most of the references. So still you can choose to download this information, maybe as a TSV or CSV file so that you get it, say, for example, in Excel. So, but if you go, you're going to find that this one is going to search for only those items on Wikidata. But if you were to go, say, on Google, say Ugandan poets, and maybe one disclaimer that I'm supposed to say, also Google accesses some of the information from the Wikimedia projects, that is Wikidata, and also it accesses some of the information from Wikidata and also Wikimedia. So for example, if we search about Obi Wine, just giving you some example here, we're going to find that there is a reference here. This is the Google Knowledge panel. And the Google Knowledge panel is going to be putting for you a link to Wikipedia. So meaning that Google is accessing some of the information from Wikipedia. So even for Wikidata, there is also that bit where, because the information we create is free, and maybe in return you find there are some donations that come through the different companies to support the projects. So most likely when you query or you ask for a list of Ugandan poets, some of that information is really going to be coming from Wikidata. That's how they're going to narrow down some of that information. But still, there is a list here on 21st century poets that are going to be there. So I believe, Love, I've answered your question. Yeah, so we create this information so that we answer some of the complex queries. Still, you can add more, you can change whether you don't want a poet. Maybe you put there, say, a politician. You need a politician. Say you want politicians from Uganda. Still, you can search for that information. So depending on how many people you have, then you're going to find that that's how long the query is going to take. You might find it is really very big. And then another question, yeah, for clarity, what do we contribute to this project? So are there specific people? I answer that. We can create about feminists who are painters, feminists who are writers, feminists who are, say, TV presenters, feminists who are musicians, feminists who are, say, how do you call people who write comics? You did say artists. And say photojournalists who are feminists. They're covering maybe feminism as a topic, videographers, and many people. So basically people who are falling within the category feminism there. So the query is still running. Sometimes it also depends on the internet. Then how can members be supported with data to do the activity? Because to invite ladies, they'll also ask for data. So a link is going to be shared for those people who need some data. Then also, can we have refugee art feminism or art and feminism? And I think a lot of you can come to, or you can go to Sandra's inbox, and we plan for that event. But for this year, it's not possible. Maybe you can plan it for next year. So will the recording be shared? Yes, the recording is going to be shared together with some of the resources that are going to be there. I don't know, upstream timeout, meaning the values are really very many. So let me check for other questions which are within the chat. I think there are no questions in there. Yeah, I think there are no questions. Yeah, so other topics. So we're supposed to go through Wikipedia, but I'm just only going to be sharing that inside. The links were shared within the WhatsApp group about how to create Wikidata, and still you can come to YouTube here. It will answer most of your questions. So you can search for Wiki Uganda. That is the YouTube that for the community user group Uganda. So there is one here. Then I'm going to search for Wikimedia community user group. So this is the YouTube channel that you can get most of the information. So if you click on playlists, you're going to find that there is one of the playlists that says contributing to Wikimedia Commons. And also there is the editing Wikipedia. So if you check separate sample version of Wikipedia, it has 4 parts, and really it will be very helpful. And another thing, when you come and click on the description here, it tells you what exactly is in that video. So it's going to summary of Wikipedia, how to access Wikipedia, creating an account in Wikipedia, logging in to reset your password, customization of the interfaces, and all that. So this one is both for those who have joined us who haven't created accounts, and also those who want to improve more, learn more about Wikipedia and how to edit. So still the same, which is part 2, getting started to Wikipedia. You'll find that still when you come to the description here, We'll say how to create articles with the same names already existing, how do you edit the difference between citations, and all that. Wikipedia is very broad, and we cannot really cover it in say 10 minutes. It is going to be something very challenging for us. But maybe the hint I can give, sorry. Then also there is one for Wikimedia Commons here. So you'll find that still it will take you through the same guidance like the first part one. Please don't skip the different parts. So you're going to find how do you access Wikimedia Commons, how do you create an account, search images on Wikimedia Commons and all that. So that you learn more about Wikimedia Commons. So the one for Wikidata is not yet there, but it is in the making. Also, it is going to really be created very soon. So maybe an insight on just Wikipedia. So Wikipedia is an encyclopedia that where there are millions of articles. If I can go to the main page. So there are around 6.9 million articles and above that people are creating. Even every single minute, people are always creating. So this is where we are writing information. As a user group, we are majorly trying to improve. We are creating content and improving the content about Uganda and what is within Uganda. So meaning Ugandan people, Ugandan schools, Ugandan companies, Ugandan and our environment and all that. So that is the kind of like the goals of the user group. So Wikipedia, you can put there anything, you can write about, say, pollution or climate or health in Uganda. So that is what Wikipedia is. So still, even when we are searching about people, you can write, this is health in Uganda, just a different topic. Or even you can search about, say, 70. So we are right here, basically we are writing about people, but there are some guidelines that you're supposed to be following. So for example, you're supposed to write from neutral point of view. Maybe if I can pull here, the pillars of Wikipedia, they are already explained. They're already explained within the videos. So it is an encyclopedia. So meaning you can be created by different people. So still, so Wikipedia is not meant for advertising. So that's why you find when you're writing about musicians, it is very strict. But some people want to use them for advertising themselves. So you need to write from neutral point of view. Say, might find someone is writing about, say, feminism, or someone is writing about maybe a certain matter that happened, or maybe election sometime. So it's supposed to be neutral. Say, for example, journalists, you're supposed to say maybe the opposition leader was maybe beaten on the head. It's something like that. But you're not supposed to come and say was very beaten, kicked and jumped on and all that. So you need neutral point of view. You're reporting what you saw, that he was beaten. But don't say that he was beaten by these goons and all that. No, that one is supposed to be neutral. You're not supposed to be showing sides, in a simple. Then still, when you create your article, that means someone else can come and edit it and modify it and create different things. It doesn't mean that you're the only one. Even it can be deleted in case it does not meet the different pillars. And also still those people come to, you're supposed to, so also your editors, you're supposed to treat each other with respect. So meaning if don't say for you, you're still a new editor, don't do this, I know more than you, I don't know. So still Wikipedia does not have some say firm rules. Yes, we have policies that you're supposed to be following. So for example, the neutral point of view. So a neutral point of view, or even dispute resolution and how you can solve that. So there are guidelines that you're supposed to be following. Then what type of people do you create? And different. So that's Wikipedia. So still, if you created an account, and still you can log in. It is very helpful to be able to track your edits. I don't know whether there is any question, but the videos will be very helpful on YouTube. Any questions?
Brian,
Yes, please.
because I had a question about whether art specifically
So like we are having, because I've seen one question from Segawa is saying, are we looking at feminists only or even artworks themselves can be considered? So the challenge is when you're writing, say, on Wikipedia, you're going to need references. So are there many references that are going to be able to justify that work, or do you have the references that show that this painting was, say, for example, written about? So maybe the one we see, say, for example, for Michelangelo, maybe it's in the church and someone is touching or seated on the brain, things like that. So do you have the references to justify that this artwork is about feminism? Or still you can say that, yes, Brian is a feminist, say, if you put it that way, then you need references to justify what, like, his feminism. We need references to justify that. Yeah, but Wikidata is not really, Sega is saying, yes. So when you put a paint about, say, that was created, say, by a feminist, a painter who is a feminist. So how are we going to give a description of that? Are we going to say that it's a feminist paint, or we can say that it is a piece that was created by so and so? I don't know. The discussion is open. Geoffrey, Drake, Julie, Sandra, you can help me answer that one. So the question is, are we looking at only feminists? So for example, you're handling painters or artists who are feminists. So should we consider their works also to be created there? Yes, Drake.
I think yes, if they are notable and their works are there, the references are available, why not? I mean, yeah, it is art and feminism. In my view.
Thank you, Drake.
Yes,
Julie?
I would like to add on to what Drake has said. So the art and feminism theme for this year is celebrating women in the arts and bridging the gender gap on Wikimedia. So yes, we can put all that information in there.
Okay. Thank you, Julie. I think that one has been answered. So meaning, still we can say, for example, we have Wikidata is a collection of information. So I want to go back to Wikidata so that I search for the other paints. So we have one of Uganda. I don't use the data query service to get painting. Let me just look for it here. Where is it? Yeah, it is here. So there is a painting called Uganda. So it was painted by Fred Wilson. I think still, if you have a painting, the way you see Mona Lisa is a name one for the painting. So it was painted, say, by some artist. Then still you need to give some description about that particular paint and also describe at URL. So for example, this one, if you look at where the painting has been described, so you just accept this. So, oh, it is a Uganda flag. So this one was painted in 2009 by Fred Wilson. So meaning you will need to add that artwork, and also you add where it was. I mean, the reference URL where it is taking us. I think that one has been answered. Then there is a comment. Artwork should be advocating for feminism. That is, you're not going to put there every work so that, yes, this person might have created, but you might find I've been creating, say, maybe or painting, a contemporary art, but maybe one time I choose to say, let me create maybe women in society, women discussing and all that. So the artworks that you should create, they should be strictly about feminism. Any other query? So okay, Julie, any comments? Because I'm seeing we are 9 minutes through.
Yeah. No comments at the moment. I think Geoffrey finally joined the meeting, so he should be able to give us the closing remarks. Thank you.
Geoffrey?
Yeah, sure. Should I go ahead and give the closing remarks?
Yes, please, Geoffrey.
Okay. So I just want to thank everyone who has been able to join us today. And just to also mention that we have a workshop that is coming up, which will be around digital security, but also online safety. I want to make sure that we are safe online as we use the internet. So if you're on this call and you would like to participate in that workshop as well, I think as long as you're actively contributing to this project, we'll be able to send you an invitation to participate. But just to add my voice to all the other presenters, this campaign is all about closing information gaps that are related to gender, feminism, art on Wikipedia and its related projects. So let us make that information available, especially about Ugandans, because it's missing and it needs to be there. Again, thank you everyone for spending your weekend with us. It's a Saturday, and spend most over 2 hours here with us. I think the editing is continuing. Today was just a launch, so we are looking forward to all your contributions for the rest of the month. I think Brian can comment on the timelines. When are the edits expected, until which date? Because at the end there will be some winners, like the top contributors will be selected and they will be awarded. So I think I'll stop there, but thank you so much everyone, and looking forward to your contributions as we close the gender gap and the information gap on these topics in Uganda. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, our ED. Drake, I'm seeing you've raised the hand. Yes, please.
I made a comment in the chat. Hope you look at it.
Okay, let me check it out. Yeah, photo session. Hey, okay. Thank you. I'm going to check that one. So the timelines for the editathon, it has started today. The dashboard is already tracking, so please ensure that you join this dashboard so that you'll be able to track. Yes, our numbers increased to 25, so please keep the numbers coming so that you keep editing. Then we shall be running from today up to the 20th of November. That is going to be at 23:59 hours. Sawa tano dakika 5 mwenda. So meaning on the 20th, shall be stopping at 23:59. I'm used on the 24 hours. So at 10, dakika 5 mwenda, no seconds at 5 mwenda at night. So that's when we shall stop tracking edits. So even after 20th, you can still keep contributing at your will, but that's when we shall stop. The reason why we will need to generate the statistics so that we'll be able to award the top contributors on the 23rd, when our Art and Feminism that will be happening that particular day. So please ensure that when you're making your edits, you make them within today and the 20th of November before midnight. That's when you're going to drop. So we need, I'm going to stop sharing my screen so that we capture, for those of us still here. So please, let me change the view here. Yeah, so Drake, feel free to, members, feel free to turn on your cameras so that we'll be able to take a photo. Let's say,
I see the ghost stopped me from turning on my camera, so maybe allow all of us.
all right, okay. Let me allow. Okay. Those willing to turn on the videos, okay. Things are coming through. Shafiq, yes. Geoffrey is on. So members, feel free to. Julie, I see you. So
I got a nice corner. It's very hot here. So when I saw Drake's comment, I was running around trying to
okay.
find a nice place.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. I've captured the photos. Thank you so much. Okay, I wish
Thanks,
everyone of us.
everyone.
Okay, thank you. I wish, hey, Pamela, also I've captured you. Okay, thank you so much. I wish each one of us a lovely evening. For queries, please you forward them to the WhatsApp group so that we'll be able to support you in whatever way we can. Okay, have a lovely evening.
Thank you. Thank you guys for sharing your weekend with us.